Hi guys and welcome to Funny or Something. Today I'm finally back. I had a long break. I think it was like a month, and even that video that I posted a month ago was in Serbian and not in English. And I will explain in this video the reason why I made such a long break and why I wasn't posting. But before we start, of course, like the video, share it to other people, subscribe to my channel to see more things and many others, and write your opinions down in the comments below. Um, that was a weird sentence, I know, but if you have any questions, opinions, anything you want to ask me, or any suggestions, you can write it down in the comments. So let's actually begin. Where are we? We are currently in a train, as you can see. I didn't want to do a video where I show my face because I simply wasn't in the mood for it, and also I didn't want to. Uh, I actually decided just to use this train image because to have something in the background while I am speaking. I will also do a video in Serbian about this. This video is in English, of course. So I'll be driving the train in the background and talking about well, why I was gone and also other things that were happening on YouTube and in life in general, I guess. Yeah, why was I gone? And also, yeah, because only the audio is important of this video, you can listen to it as a podcast. You don't have to actually watch it. You just need to listen to it. And hopefully, I won't crash the train, or anything. It's all going to go normal. I lowered the volume of the game, hopefully enough, so that you can hear me better. Let's actually turn this off. Who cares about the rain? Um, like I wanted to say, why was I gone from YouTube for such a long time? Well, some of you may know, or probably a lot of you may know, that I am currently enrolled in university. I am studying medicine, so I don't have that much time in my life to devote to this channel, which is really sad, and to content for this channel. So that's why I wasn't posting so long. And yeah, what happened? Why did I post all of a sudden? Well, I passed two of my colloquia, so I decided, okay, I can have a little break. Oh wait, we need to turn on the lights of the train. I forgot. Sorry. Um, like I said, I decided, well, why not uh, reward myself? I guess no, it was like I was always saying, I can't film videos for YouTube right now, I have to study for this or that. But because I uh, passed two colloquias, one was in, oh dear God, we're speeding so much. Um, one was in anatomy, the other one was in genetics, and okay, I need to use emergency brakes. Ignored gameplay. Um, yeah, like I said, I passed the colloquia, and I decided, yeah, let's actually film a video because I didn't want people to be wondering where I was gone. So that's basically it, and I might not stay here for long, uh, because I still have things that I have to do at university, and I still have more colloquia later, and also exams and etc. But right now I am going to film a few videos and upload a few videos because I already had some videos that I filmed, some footage that I filmed, and that I just have to edit. Um, I don't think that I will be really covering any drama right now because I'm not really that in touch with all the drama, or with games in general. Like I really don't know any of the new releases of anything, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm completely out of the loop. I don't know anything about any new releases except for Victoria 3. but like that's in May or March. Why am I even talking about this? Like I said, I'm not really in the loop right now because I had a break. So what else are we going to talk about today? Well, some YouTube news and topics. Uh, right now everybody's buzzing about the removal of dislikes, of the dislike button, and you can see it on my video yourself that there is no more. You still have the dislike button, but you can no longer know the number of dislikes. I can. I can know the amount of dislikes, which even when you turn off the number of likes and dislikes and comments, you can still see it. But now, if you don't have an add-on or an extension, you won't be able to see the number of dislikes. And YouTube is saying, "Oh, we're doing it for mental health of the creators, blah blah blah." And the thing is, you can always, as a creator, you can always see how many dislikes you have on your video. So it doesn't make sense that they're doing it for the creators, because you can always see the amount of dislikes that you have. Even when you turn off the public number of dislikes, you can still see it. You can always see it. And I think now the follower of people who want to, because dislike isn't hate, it's not death threats and things like that. Dislike is really a mild emotion. It's not anger, it's not hatred. It's just you dislike something, you don't really like it, you didn't find it helpful. A lot of people have been saying that the dislikes help them find which tutorials are actually good, because the ones that have a lot of dislikes are not good, or they're even scams, so they can recognize it like that. And the number of dislikes is very important for viewers and for creators. So removing that feature is actually really bad for both the users and the creators. But I think the real reason why they did it is actually because of corporations. Because what is the problem for corporations? When they post some video about a new movie, new product, new game, new add-on, something new, if people don't like it, they're going to dislike it a lot and leave a lot of dislikes. Maybe a few comments. People aren't so ready to comment on videos. They're more likely to leave a like or a dislike, or to engage in any way with the video at all. A lot of them just view it. So now, one of the big examples was, of course, with The Sims 4, as you had the Star Wars expansion pack, which was hated so much because it is horrible for the consumers. It was so horrible. It has more dislikes than likes. And when somebody sees that video, they're like, "Oh, look, there's a new add-on for The Sims 4. Let me see the video." They see the video and they see, "Oh my god, there's so many dislikes here." And of course they think, well, maybe I shouldn't go ahead and buy this pack immediately, even though I love both the Star Wars and the Sims 4. Maybe I should go on and check other stuff, read about it more, watch more videos of people reviewing it, saying what are its flaws, what a lot of pros and cons and things like that. So the more time it takes them, they're less likely to buy it. And that's actually the problem for corporations. They want you to buy it immediately to get that money. They want it. So that's the problem for corporations. They don't want to have those dislikes because they discourage people from buying their products. It ruins their brand. It ruins their aesthetic. It ruins. It does. It's. They don't like it. They really don't like it. It hurts their brand. It hurts them a lot. So that's why I'm pretty sure that corporate YouTube, which is like the strongest force in YouTube, is corporate YouTube. What they decide happens. Like when you had Elsa Gate and the whole ad apocalypse, that was all because of corporate YouTube, because they're the ones who have the power. It's not the viewers, it's not the creators. Corporations and advertising agencies are the ones who have the power in YouTube. So now that we got this out of the way, so now we know that the dislikes are there for corporate YouTube, and like we know, YouTube doesn't really care that much about people's mental health. They care as much as they have to, so that they look like they're a good company and they can still get the advertising money. So now we're moving on to something else. We're moving on to cancel culture. I hope you heard me because I said cancel culture. Yeah, that scary boogeyman word, that phenomena that destroyed countless lives, ruined generations, families, destroyed entire countries, worlds. It's such an immense force that that you can't describe it with words. Of course I'm joking, because cancel culture is a joke. You know, you're only going to be affected by cancel culture is if you actually care. If you don't care, you're not gonna be infected. uh, oh god. So, as we can see, the biggest example is from the video that I did myself on Nikki Philippi, or Philippi, however you're supposed to say her name, who uh, put her dog down because the dog was an inconvenience for her and her family. And then after like a month, she decided, you know what? I'm no longer cancelled. And she decided to post as usual. It's not like anybody's really watching her content or videos or something, but it's just cancel culture really, it's not what people make it out to be. It will only affect you if you care about it. And of course, those big creators, because they'll earn money from the platforms, if they get deplatformed, if they get demonetized and lose viewers, lose subscribers, followers, they're going to lose their money. And of course, they care about their money. It's all about the money. Bitch, where you have my money, like Rihanna said, it's all about money. So, there, that's why we have people like Shane Dawson, like James Charles, who can return to YouTube, no problem, no questions asked, get again millions of views, thousands of dollars. I'm gonna miss the station, nobody cares. Millions of views, thousands of dollars. All their, or majority of their followers, subscribers getting back, and no problem. It doesn't matter that James Charles committed several crimes. It doesn't matter that Shane Dawson is a disgusting person who has no remorse. No, doesn't matter. They were cancelled. That horrible cancel culture that ruins people's lives. How are they going to live now that they've been cancelled? Well, as we can see, they're living lavishly. They're still in their multi-million dollar mansions. They're still earning their buck. They're still out there. They're still famous. They still have millions of fans. They're still adored. They still have all their merches, all of that stuff. Like it doesn't matter. Yeah? I mean, David Dobrik. There's like history of him being misogynistic, a horrible person, abusing his friends emotionally, mentally, being racist, being transphobic, being uh, uh, Islamophobic, I guess. He was, what's that name when you are, when you're, when you're phobic towards foreigners, dear God. I can't remember that word, but you know what I mean. Like throughout the history of his content, he wasn't a good person. Even though everybody was calling him, oh, he was the good guy on YouTube. He's such a sweet teddy bear YouTuber. I mean, maybe compared to the Paul brothers, Tanamongo, and things like that. I mean, Tanamongo or Mojo, however you're supposed to say her surname, she can literally kill a person, and people will say, "Well, what did you expect? It's Tanamojo." Yeah, like it's Tanamojo. What did you expect? Like she can uh, do an act of terror, and people will say, "It's Tanamojo. What did you expect?" Or the Paul brothers and things like that. And I mean, yeah, compared to those incredibly horrible people who also have been cancelled several times and are still thriving, uh, David Dobrik was, I guess, okay. But now, even though he apologized uh, for getting minors drunk, so that his friends could take advantage of them, if you know what I mean. And he filmed that and he posted that in his vlogs, and not just that he did that, he did it publicly. Yeah, yeah, understand, understood. Uh, and it's just the thing, like, how can you tell me that cancel culture means anything when people like this can still thrive on platforms? When you can have PDF files. I can't say that word because YouTube doesn't like it when you say that word. PDF files, who can still have their YouTube channels where they still have children watching their videos, and where they are still interacting with children, even though they've been called out for being PDF files. That they can still do that. That happens so much on YouTube. And also, so yeah, cancel culture is really not a thing. Like, you can't go ahead and tell me that cancel culture really means anything when it doesn't. Like when they did polls, I think in the UK, and they asked people about the whole, the Twitter lingo, let's say, and cancel culture and things like that. Like 70% of the people that they surveyed had no idea what cancel culture even means. Even though it's been in the media all the goddamn time, everybody's talking about cancel culture, cancel culture, cancel culture, this, that, blah, blah. But people don't even know what it is because it means nothing. It means nothing. Because you will call somebody being uh, held responsible for crimes, literal crimes, like James Charles and David Dobrik, for literal crimes, legal crimes. And they're put in the same basket as when people were criticizing, for example, Mr. Beast because he made his own version of Squid Games. Which, like, they were saying, oh, they're trying to cancel Mr. Beast because he made his own Squid Games. And it's like, no, they're just writing. It was like 3 people. I mean, we have to realize that 3 people on Twitter saying the same thing is not cancel culture. It's not the public opinion or whatever. Okay? Like, you will see that on pages and things. This answer, insert celebrity is being cancelled because of this and that. And what is their proof? 3 pictures of 3 tweets that all together had like 10 likes, and there's that celebrity is supposedly being cancelled. Like, come on, that's not cancel culture. Like I was saying about Mr. Beast, they were not canceling him. They were just saying that he made a cheap knockoff of Squid Games, which was still very expensive because of course you're not going to be able to recreate a multi-million-dollar show, a series. Of course you're not going to do that with a YouTuber budget, even though he is a millionaire. Yeah, like I was saying, so people were criticizing for him, which is like, okay, he made it. You may not like it, and that's it. You disliked it. You didn't like it. You wrote a comment, I don't like it for this and this reason. You're not canceling somebody when you say you don't like something. You're not really canceling somebody when you said, oh, maybe you should go to court because you committed a crime. Like, that's really not cancel culture. Like, it means nothing. It means nothing. So now that we've finished this big chunk about cancel culture, about which I can go on and on and on and on, but I won't because I don't want to drag this already long video, even though we're just halfway through. We're only halfway through, guys. There's so much more. Luckily, I don't have to edit this video, which is a great thing because oh my Jesus Christ, we're speeding so much. Oh God, we almost got derailed. I'm talking about the game. So let's move on to mobile game ads, something that I'm pretty sure a lot of you are aware of. We all know that mobile game ads are horrible. They're just horrible, and they're there to just attract children, literal infants who are using phones to get money, to people to download their games. I'm actually going to make a video about mobile games. That's why I'm talking about this. I wanted to make it like, I think, an year ago, because a year ago I started filming every single mobile game ad that I got on my phone, while I was playing some game or something, or on YouTube, and oh my god, there's so many. And I was only filming for like a week or 2 weeks a year ago, and oh my god, there was so much stuff there. There was so much stuff, and I never made it, and I am sad that I never made that video, because that would have been a good video, a really good video. But I will make it, I promise that to you guys, I will, because I have all that footage on my phone already. Uh, so yeah, I will make a video about mobile game ads, why they're so bad. And the thing is, and you might think, oh well, wouldn't your video be outdated because you're using footage from like a year ago? And the thing is, mobile game ads, they have a very short lifespan. They're only there for like maybe a month. Like that's the longest a mobile game ad can last, a month, and then it's gone. They're using a different ad. That's how they that's how it works. So even so, it didn't matter because the video would become outdated like a month after I posted, so it doesn't really matter. And one of those, like they actually no, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I will do it in a special video about it. Now we're moving to something that is uh, something that is about games, that isn't really related to drama or to YouTube or things like that. We're going to talk about Paradox games. I can even make a whole video about Paradox games, but I'm going to talk about it here. Paradox games can be really hard, especially if you're trying them for the first time. They can be really hard. Oh my god, especially the older ones, like EU4. I don't know how to play that game. Like I really don't know how to play that game, and a lot of them don't have a tutorial at all. Like not at all. And like CK3, I played CK3, even though it has a tutorial and it helps you all the time. It has the advisor, it always tells you things that you need to know. You have a whole encyclopedia about the game within the game. I still struggled with some basic concepts months after playing, hours after playing the game. And I think that there are still some things that I don't know about CK3. And that's the thing with Paradox games, they're really hard to get into. Um, Especially the older ones. The newer ones have, like I said, they have tutorials, they have things to help you, but they're still hard to get into. And the community is very much gatekeeping, because they're like, oh, we don't want it to be made easier for the normies and things like that. Which is like, you don't have to dumb down the game. We don't want that. We don't want the game to be dumbed down and to not be fun anymore. I like challenging games, but sometimes I need to know, what does an icon mean? What does this button do? What's this button do? Or things like that, because sometimes you will have problems with the basic concepts. Yeah, that especially people who even never played games. Like I played games my whole life, and I played Paradox games before I started playing EU4, and I still had problems. I still don't know how to play that game. I don't know how to play EU4, even though I watched a lot of videos about it, and I still have problems with EU4. How is a person who never played a video game in their entire life going to play EU4? Like, how the hell are they going to do it? Like, I'm pretty sure they won't even know what's going on. Maybe, who knows, maybe they'll be stuck in the pause menu. It happened to me when I was first playing it. I was looking at it for a second, I was like, why is nothing moving? I made decisions, I did this and that, why is nothing moving? And then I noticed that I had the game paused the whole time. And that's why nothing was happening, because it was paused. And yeah, that's why sometimes you need a tutorial, and tutorials can always be skipped. If you don't want to do tutorial, you can always skip it. Like, that's the thing. And that's the core thing about people saying they want games to be more accessible, is that just so that people add the tutorial or the encyclopedia, uh, fuck yous uh, or forums and things like that. Because otherwise, how are you going to play the game if you can't grasp the basic concepts? It's going to drive a lot of people away from the game. And if nobody wants the game to be dumbed down, because that drags the fun out of it. And that's it. That's my rant about Paradox Games. That's my rant about Paradox Games. I really had to say this. I love Paradox Games, but they have a lot of problems. A lot and a lot and a lot of problems. And I can't wait for Victoria 3 to come out, because that period of history really interests me. And also what I've seen so far from the dev diaries and things like that. That game looks very interesting to me. I really want to play that game, and I can't wait for it to come out. Maybe I will be able to play it when it comes out and film for this channel. Right now, I'm struggling in trying to figure out how to play EU4, so maybe I will make some videos about it, but I doubt it. It's just too hard for me right now. I won't be filming that. So we're moving on to our next topic, which is I just noticed on my paper I wrote mobile game ads twice. I guess I was that angry about mobile game ads that I wrote it twice in my paper. And yes, I actually have let's say a script. It's basically a paper where I just wrote things down, because as you know, I never write scripts, and everything's always unscripted. And you can see that. You can see that in my video, that my videos are unscripted a lot of times, and they're chaotic. I always go from one topic to the other. I had one video where I was supposed to say why I wasn't filming. It was the oh god, are we gonna okay, we're not okay. I thought we were going to go through the red light, because then it's game over. Sorry about that. There was that one video which was why was I gone, when I had a really big break back in the first half of the year, when I was preparing for uh, the entrance exam for university. So and at the end, because I was playing Just Cause 4, I actually didn't even say where I was. I have no idea what the hell I was talking about in that video, but I didn't say where I was. Why was I gone? I never mentioned that. And it's just because my video was unscripted and I was just going on tangents. I was uh, just talking like that. So I guess another thing that I wanted to mention is that the new Adele album, which I listened, it's good. Why did I write that down? How is that relevant to this video? But I guess it's fine. Taylor Swift also released a new album. There are a lot of new releases. Avril Lavigne, she released her new song, and she's working on a new album, which is really great. She's going back to her pop punk roots, and yeah, we all know how the 2000s aesthetic is in trending right now, and yeah, that's basically all that I want to say for this video. If you made it so far, if you made it to the end of the video, congratulations. You know what you can do? You can put an emoji in the comments. You can pick any emoji. Any emoji. You can put, I guess, an apple emoji if you want to be specific. Put an apple emoji in the comments if you made it so far, and also share your opinions about all the things that I was talking about here. I really want to hear what are your opinions about cancel culture. Do you agree with me, or do you think that I maybe got something wrong? So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Click the bell icon and other crap. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye for now.